All right, hey lovers, it's Erica from Hey Erica Christie, and in today's video I'm going to talk about how I became more productive as a stay-at-home mom to 5 children. I'm going to give you some tips and secrets, and honestly I think some of these tips will surprise you. So if you want to learn how to become more productive but also balancing rest and self-care, just keep on watching. Just a little backstory on me. If you are new to my channel, I am a mother to 5 children. I homeschool as well as stay home. My children's ranges ages from 9 to 1 years old. So I have a lot of stuff to balance. I became a mother and I've been a mother for years at this point. I had to do a lot of trial and error. What works for me, what's best for me. So these tips I'm gonna talk about are what have helped me. I'm hoping that you can get at least one tip from this video that could help you. I am very big on self-care and self-love as we love our children. My motto over here is we cannot love others more than we love ourselves. So the more we love ourselves and care for ourselves, the more we can pour into others. As a mother, that has been the biggest difference, is filling my cup up, making sure I feel good about myself, making sure I love myself as a woman, as Erica, as the person I was before I got married, before I had children, and to show that love and show that care to myself so that I can pour that into my family. And so over here, I am not real big on like just being busy and just getting stuff done. I am very big on it has to be balanced. It has to be balanced. And I think during my time as a mother, I used to go to these other channels and be like, oh, let me try to mimic them and let me try to do what they're doing. When in reality, I never could stick to it because it wasn't catered to my lifestyle, just me in general. I am not a hustle bustle type of girl. I am a big, I'm kind of lazy. I could be lazy. But I've learned that being lazy, I don't feel like is a bad thing. It's that you need to learn how to use your strengths and weaknesses. So I'm not the type of person that can get up, go and clock out at night. Like, no, I have to go in rhythm. Some days I'm up for it, some days I'm not. But I've learned how to become more productive in that more chill, and I wouldn't even say lazy. I'm just a very chill person. I'm just not about to be, I'm just not that. I ain't never wanted to be that, but I feel like I had to be that in order to get my house, in order to take care of my children, and in order to do all this stuff. So the tips I'm going to talk about is coming from that standpoint. You like kind of like a little lazy like me. You like to chill. You get tired. But you want to know, how can I keep up with everything? So let me get into the first tip. Okay, so my first tip is probably a tip you have never heard. It's something I've never heard, so I don't think you have even heard it, because this is glossed over a lot, and it is focus on your mental health. Sometimes we're not being productive or motivated for mental health reasons. And that's not for everybody, but that was the case for me. As women, we gotta realize when we have children, when we go through postpartum depression or even just postpartum, I didn't have postpartum depression. There's a lot of hormone fluctuations. Pregnancy takes a lot from the body. I have learned that pregnancy is not to be taken lightly. It pulls a lot of energy to just have a pregnancy, have a baby. And so I believe that a lot of women are suffering from mental health issues or mental illnesses and have no idea. And that was me. And I am going to be a little bit vulnerable, just a little bit. But I was just seeing myself, I just wasn't excited about life. Like, there's a difference between just being tired and just being like in the bed and like, ugh, I don't feel like doing stuff. And there's a difference between nothing is exciting me. I don't wake up excited for the day. I don't wake up and be like, oh yes, a new day. I just wasn't excited. I wasn't, and in turn, that made me very unproductive. Like, I didn't want to get stuff done. It felt like pulling teeth to get anything done. And when I really realized, I've been dealing with depression for a while, like since I was diagnosed in 2016. But I didn't realize, and I didn't really take it seriously until like last year. And because this is how I knew. This is how I knew it was something. We are in a good place right now. Like, I feel like in the past I could blame it on, oh, I don't have enough help. I don't have the financial resources. I don't have the resources to be able to have at my disposal. I can't get a cleaner. I can't do this, that. So that's what I feel like I was blaming my unproductiveness on and just being overwhelmed on. That once I got to a place in my life right now, my life is very, very comfortable. Thank the Lord. We have y'all, I'm scary, so I heard a noise. I had to go check on the doors. My husband used to travel. He used to be going out the house more, so I feel like I blamed everything on my situation. But at this point in my life, my husband is self-employed. He's very involved. I moved back to where most of my family is. I can hire help now. I have a beautiful home. I was still feeling that way. And I don't say that to say that you have to wait until you get to a place where everything is like, not perfect, but where you can have that realization. I want you to take that action now if you believe that this is something that may be affecting you. Because if I would have done that in the past, I could have gotten so much further in my mental health journey and my mental health, and been probably way more productive than if I took that more seriously. So I don't want you to have to wait years and years and years, like, oh, wait till this and wait till that and you still unproductive. No, look into your mental health. I have a therapist. We came up with a great plan. And when I say that was the game changer, that was the game changer. Don't neglect your mental health. Even if you just say, hey, let me go talk to somebody to just make sure this is not it so I can rule this out. Because when I see how hard I used to be trying, and when I really see how much I was suffering mentally, and I've had so many pregnancies back to back, and look, that should have been the first thing I was taking care of. And I feel like I would have been way more productive even during those times if I took that seriously. There are great options. I started with BetterHelp. Very easy option. I have a great therapist on BetterHelp that are dealing with either depression, anxiety, or whatever that is for you. But please don't neglect that. I think that is looked over a lot when people are trying to be more productive and try not to be lazy, and they keep fighting this fight that's really internal. It's not even outside. It's an internal thing. It's a mental thing. And when I got that in order, all these other tips flowed. Like, huge difference, y'all. So please, women, please get your mental health checked on, especially after we're having children. Don't underestimate the big thing that you went through. And yeah. Okay, so going on a lighter note, to get a little deep. My next one is do a brain dump. I don't know about y'all, but I be overwhelmed. Like, I be thinking about all the stuff I gotta do, and it's just overwhelming, and to the point that I could just be like, I'm not even thinking about it. What has really helped me is like taking just a few minutes, even if it's 1 minute, 2 minutes, whatever, to just dump everything on my mind. I mean, you're not trying to plan out and look cute and make a planner. No, you just getting a piece of paper or getting your notes app on your phone and just brain dumping every little thing that's coming up that you know you gotta do, but it just keep going to the back of your mind. So just write it all down. Literally write it, everything. And I don't care if it's take a shower. I don't care if it's wash my hair. Like, it's just like every little thing that's coming up, write it down, no matter how small it is, because then you can finally free your mind, because now it's on paper. You don't have to keep thinking about it. As mothers, I think that we don't realize how much mental clutter we have. And if we aren't putting that on paper and finally just getting it out so we don't have to think about it anymore, it's going to keep piling up to the point that it's just like I'm overwhelmed. It's almost like analysis paralysis. There's so much going on that you're just paralyzed. Like, I don't even know where to start. So you have to, that's a big thing to me. Like, before I even start planning out my day or anything, I just start brain dumping everything that needs to get done. A lot of times you'll realize some of that stuff ain't even important, which I will go into the next tip. Okay, so once you have that brain dump, actually start to circle the things that are actually important. Sometimes there be stuff on that list, I'll be like, Erica, why was you even ruminating on that? Why were you even thinking about that? Like, it's not even that deep. Or like, it's just stuff that it's like, okay, chill out. Like, you're just being extra. Like, it wasn't even that serious. On that list, you go see some stuff that you like, okay, you tripping. But there are things on there that are important. Start to circle those things. So if you see something that needs to get done pretty quickly, that'll make a big, especially things that make a big difference, especially things that are kind of urgent, I would say circle those priority things. So for example, if you need to fill out a registration form for something that's due next week, I would say that's priority. Or if you say, hey, I want to declutter my pantry because every time I go in there, talk about myself, I can't find nothing. That would make a big difference if you did that in your days. So those types of things on your list, start to circle those. Don't do nothing else with them yet, just circle them. Now, once you have circled all those things, you have a big old list of things that need to get done, things that are important, things that aren't important. It's like a master list for me. So when I start to go into the next tips, which is actually planning, I can go back to this list. I do this list maybe like once a week, but you can do it as many times as you think you need to do, which I will go into tip number 3. Start to plan out your week. And look at that brain dump to see what you're gonna put on those days. So if it's something like super urgent, I'm gonna put that on, okay, do that Monday. And then do something from that brain dump on Tuesday. Do something from that brain dump on Wednesday. And what I try not to do is I don't try to schedule more than one thing. The reason why I feel like we gotta pile up our schedule so much is because we doing a bunch of stuff that don't matter. Like, some of that stuff don't matter right now. It'll matter maybe later, maybe next week, maybe next month. But the thing is, when you like me and you're not a busy person, like like just bouncing off the walls, you have to prioritize. Because whatever you're putting that energy into, it better be important. And you don't want to be putting energy into something that does not matter right now, but taking away from something that really does matter. So when you are like me, you have to prioritize. So look at that list and see the things that need to get done right now, but try not to schedule more than one thing. This helps me for 2 reasons. 1, because I'm getting something very important done and out the way. And 2, it makes me feel very accomplished. I can get a place where if I overpack my schedule and make myself do stuff that's not possible or realistic, I start to get kind of down on myself and start to kind of talk down to myself. So having one thing a day and making sure I finish it and accomplish it, it makes me feel really good. And that's a part of caring for ourselves and loving ourselves, is making ourselves feel good, making ourselves feel confident about our abilities. But you don't want to give yourself more than you can actually do. Make yourself actually feel accomplished. I think that's going to take you a lot further in wanting to do those things so that you can feel that feeling. Also have some of my favorite planners linked below that can actually help you do all these things, like the brain dumping and the weekly schedules and even the daily schedules that I'm about to talk about, and hourly. I'm giving you a preview to the video, but I have some linked below. Just want to get that out the way. The next step I have is now plan your day. Hold on, my earring's coming up, y'all. Plan your day by the hour. And when I say plan your day by the hour, I mean from the time you wake up. So me, I wake up about 6 o'clock, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like all the way until you're going to bed. And this is what I feel like helps me so much every day. I only schedule one thing per hour. So you might be like, Erica, it's not even gonna take that long to do the half the things that's one thing per hour. But it's like, y'all, when you have children, when you are a mother, when you do not have what am I trying to say? The luxury to just do what you want to do when you want to do it, you have to have time for error. No matter what. Whenever I try to do 2 things in that hour, I don't get it done. Like, it just don't happen because there are so many things that happen with my children and things just in the household. Somebody can fall, and that's a whole 30-minute ordeal. Like, you need that time, that error time. And if it ain't nothing going on, you know what I'm finna do? I'm finna get some coffee. I'm finna sit down until the next hour starts. So I will lay around, play with my kids, sit outside. You need that. I feel like that is something that helped me so much, was just planning 1 thing per hour. So here's an example. From 6 to 7, I'm working out. That's it. It ain't nothing extra. It ain't nothing else. From 7 to 8, I'm getting ready. Does it take me an hour to get ready? No. Do I use some of that time to scroll on my phone? Yes. Do I think that's important? Yes. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. Like, I like doing stuff like that. I don't want to be sitting up here. Do you know how irritating it is to wake up and know that you're not going to get no downtime, no fun time until you go to bed or the kids go to bed? No, like, I want to feel like I can scroll on my phone if I want to. I can lay in the bed if I want to, because whatever I got scheduled for that time ain't going to take an hour. Then from 8 to 9, breakfast. Does it take me an hour to make breakfast? No. But do my kids fight and I have to stop every second? Probably. And it probably is gonna take an hour after. And then I have from 9 to 10, I chill and drink coffee and plan my day. This is when I plan my day, like the day actually going ahead. And I love it. It's like, I love it so much. From 10 to 11, kids. Yes, I have a block dedicated to my children. And it's not that I'm not taking care of my kids all day, but I literally put my phone away and just be with them. We're sitting on the patio. We may go on a walk. We may just be laughing, playing, but I literally schedule that time because I think it'd be like, oh, you don't need to schedule time with your kids. No, you do need to schedule time to be present with them. And when I know that I've been present with them, like present, no phone, no distractions, I'm not trying to cook, I'm not trying to multitask, I'm just focused on them, that makes me feel very good and very productive, actually. I feel really like, oh, I spend time with my kids. My daughter has, my youngest one, she goes down for her napping a little bit. So she naps for a while. So if I don't be intentional, I'll miss time with her because I'm doing so much in the morning, like breakfast, working out. I'll miss time with her. So I love that. And I really suggest that if you stay home, it's just dedicate actually distracted, uninterrupted time with your children. It does make a difference, I promise. And then after that, 11 to 12, I put my daughter, this is when I got 2 things. I put my daughter down for a nap, and as soon as I get her down, I just clean up for that block. My kids, they're cleaning up, doing their chores, I'm cleaning up and stuff like that. And y'all, and I don't want to get into the whole thing. If you want a very detailed video on a day in my life, let me know down below. I can like maybe do like a morning routine or evening routine or something like that. But that's what it is. That's what I do. And it just keeps going. Just 1 thing per hour, 1 thing per hour. Then maybe 1 thing in that brain dump list, I put on an hour in that day. And if it don't get done that day, I might have to push it out to the next day for the next hour. I don't know. Like, it just depends on how I'm feeling, what my mental capacity is that day, how much sleep I got. You never know, guys. We're women, and women are not designed to be like this. We were on a cycle, menstrual cycle. Yeah, I'm gonna get to a whole tangent, but if you learn about your cycle, there's certain parts of your cycle where you are very productive, and there's certain parts of your cycle where you're very tired. Women are not the same every day, so we have to honor that. Okay, I got a lot of deep topics. If y'all interested in any of these topics, please comment below so I can make a video. Okay, so for my last tip, it is for one of those hours, make it a cleaning hour. So like I said, with my daughter, I put her down and then I clean, but that's my clean hour. I'm only like, she goes down pretty good. I sleep train, I I'm very big on naps and stuff. That is another way to be productive. But once she goes down, she's tired because I spent that hour with them playing outside or whatever. That's when I clean. But 60-minute timer, set that timer and clean. Just clean up. I don't care if that's the only hour you clean that day. Now, does that usually happen? No, I'm cleaning up all the time, but it is something about when I say this is my cleaning hour, and what I clean varies. So I may say, okay, one thing I'm gonna do every day though is make my bed, straighten up my room, straighten up my bathroom, because a big thing to me is when I go in my room, I like it to be clean. But then once I get done with that, the first thing I do is I start a little laundry, then I do those things. Any clothes that are in the laundry room, now that my bed is made, I fold it on my bed. And I do that because I'm gonna have to get to bed at night. So I am very big on putting that laundry up as soon as I'm done folding it. I've had a laundry folding table and all that, but it's something about when I fold on my bed, that laundry gets put up. If I fold it in the laundry room, it's not getting put up. So I just be having these weird little hacks, y'all, that I've just acquired over the years, and just making my bed and folding on my bed, it's just something about that little routine that I like. And then after I do this maybe take me about 20 minutes, depends on how much laundry we have to be folded. I'll start putting the kids' laundry up. I'll go look in their bathrooms. Let me wipe this bathroom down. Let me wipe that bathroom. Also checking up on their chores because they're supposed to tidy the bathroom up. If I go in there, I'm like, let me get up on them. They need to come do this. But if it's done and I see that needs to be wiped down a little bit, I'll wipe it down. They have chores where they wipe down, but y'all know, I just do it for them to have responsibility. I actually like to go in and actually clean it. And then when I wipe our bath, it just depends. I look in there because I have to put their laundry up. Their bathrooms are by their rooms, and I see if I need to clean their bathrooms. Do the same thing for our guest bathroom. Do the same thing for my bathroom. If those bathrooms are cool, maybe I'll go to the kitchen, start tidying up, my daughter empties the dishwasher, I'll start putting dishes in the dishwasher. It really depends, y'all. Like, dishes, I just take things day by day. And I think that's one thing that has helped me. Take things day by day. Take it day by day. Moment by moment, hour by hour. Give yourself lots of grace. You're doing amazing. And I know you're doing amazing because you're watching this video. If you are seeking to be better every day, you should be proud of yourself. I'm not kidding. Like, there's so many people that have issues and they don't even care about fixing them. But the fact that you are seeking a way to, improve your life, that is amazing. That you are far ahead of a lot of people, and you should be very proud of yourself. And even if you only implement one thing that I've said in this whole video, you're gonna be better. And I've been a mother for 10 years at this point. I've had a lot of time to figure this stuff out, and I'm still figuring stuff out. I still be realizing I don't know crap sometimes. I'll be like, dang, I really thought I had this figured out. But I doubt. So, y'all, this is a journey. You're gonna learn things that work for you and things that don't work for you. You're gonna find some things in my video you're gonna be like, oh, I don't like that, but I did like that. Just know, this is your journey. This is your home. These are your children. This is your family. And they have different needs from other people's families. So don't ever try to mimic nobody else. You were created uniquely to be your children's mother. You were uniquely created to care for your household. And you have a certain personality that your home needs. Me, I feel like my home needs my chillness, my laziness, quote unquote, because my spouse, my husband, he is very busy. Like, he's a very busy person. And so we balance each other out. And then I feel like I bring that peace, that chillness, that let's watch a movie, let's just eat snacks. I feel like your home needs your personality type. And God created you to have that personality for your family. So don't take away from it. Don't try to be like me. If you a busy bee, be a busy bee. But these are the people that's more like me. All right, so if you want to also watch more videos about self-care, I think that would be good. I'll have it either linked below or on the screen on how to build a self-care routine, because one thing that I do believe is that as mothers and as we're pouring, we need to make sure we're pouring into ourselves. So if you need some tips and some guidance on how to build a self-care routine so that you're actually taking care of yourself as you're becoming more productive, please go watch that video. Other than that, please subscribe to my channel, y'all. Like, if you want to be notified of my videos, also click the bell so that you can be notified when I actually post a video, because I don't have a set schedule yet, but I am aiming to post at least once a week. So when I post, I want you to get it. So yes. All right, other than that, I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.